for a year or two, and you know you've seen it all. Driving daddy's car, thinking you'll go far, but Easter kind of crawl. Playing ethnic jazz to parade your stairs with your boyfriend's stereo. Bragging that you know how the brothers feel cold and the slums got so much soul. Now you can face what you most fear. Right guard will not help you. What you need, my dear. What you need, my dear, is a holiday in Cambodia where you choose Christmas lights. A holiday in Cambodia, don't forget to pack a watch. Well, you're a star-bellied stage, sock like a ritual, everyone act like you. Kiss ass while you bitch so you can get rich, so your boss gets richer off you. Well, you'll work harder with a gun in your back for a bowl of rice a day. Slave for soldiers till you starve, then your head is skewered on a stake. Now you can go where they get things done. Now you can go where the people are one. What you need, my son. What you need, my son, is a holiday in Cambodia. With wicked but it's life. It's a holiday in Cambodia where your kiss ass like a rock. Woo! Say hello to Nihilist Dave. Now, we've modified the lyrics. Sing it with us at home. It goes like this. It goes, hello, Tony. Coal, smoke, pot, 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 smoke, pot. Now it's a holiday in Cambodia where you'll do what you're told. It's a holiday in Cambodia where the slums got so much soul. Hold on. Let's get bombed solid. We've got company. Company came. Woo! Say hello to Nihilist Dave and say hello to our pal Tony. Come on in.
I gotta jump over you now, Dave.
Jump over. Come on
Here.
into the green couch.
Oh.
Right in front of that camera. Why not? Came right in there. It's goose in here. I'm gonna, get that plug list before I do that.
We hear the traffic today.
Oh, I took the Trenton connector. That was a big mistake.
Oh.
Idiot!
I was coming from Trenton, though, so it made sense at the time.
You're not the only one that got caught in that traffic.
Yeah.
This is nice.
It's good to
Look at
see
us
you.
all here together. Hello, Dave.
Dave there.
David Hasselhoff?
It is Dave
Let's
Hasselhoff.
tell you about that. For the 420 episode, turned David Hasselhoff bobblehead into a pipe.
Nice. Very
It
nice.
was this guy's work entirely. It was very fucking
There
cool.
was a little bowl there, but it fell out of his noggin. It was a bobblehead from Sharknado 3, and he was holding a chainsaw that said the Hofsaw 3000.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it fell off my shelf and broke, so repurposing.
Where did you get that?
Nerd Block.
Nerd Block. Yeah, Nerd Block was a thing there for a while.
The horror block, and it was a really cool thing for a while.
Sorry, sidebar there.
Sidebar.
You were not a smoker.
I do. I'm a vapor, technically.
Oh, hey.
It sounds very pretentious to put it that
No,
way.
not even a little bit.
Well, but the thing is, I if I get high, I won't talk, and later I'll regret it.
Oh,
But if I
okay.
stay sober, I'll talk too much, and then later on I'll regret it. But at least this way, it's more entertaining. Right?
Well, you're probably going to get a little contact high, so maybe we'll find a middle ground.
Yeah, good.
Well, according to Danny, he sleeps good every Tuesday night.
yeah, I bet.
I eat a lot too.
Yeah. How's Dave doing?
Not bad, bro. What's up?
Not too much, man. It's good to be in the bomb shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nice
it's
to have company.
Company's
We don't
always
have
good.
company that often these days.
No.
We have had guests, but not very often.
No.
These times keep us apart.
I know one guest that said that he got high, and the whole time he was sitting here like, are people from work going to see this? Am I going to get fired?
Oh,
Am I gonna get fired?
I know exactly.
Yeah.
And he said that he almost had a panic attack thinking about that and almost just
Almost
walked off
bailed.
in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
We won't mention names, but
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. We love him so much.
Did you guys ever watch Getting Dug with High?
Oh, I have seen that. My buddy Kent, I think, showed me that before.
Well, Jack Black did exactly
Is it
that.
Doug Stanhope?
It is.
Yes.
oh,
And apparently, whenever Jack Black was on there, I think he had like a safe word with his girlfriend, his wife, or whatever, and he just started saying like pineapple or something like that.
Oh, get me out of here!
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
extract me.
Exactly.
safe words.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
So, what song did you guys just play? I walked in halfway through, or
Oh, that's an old Dead Kennedy song.
Cool.
Holiday in Cambodia.
ah,
We've been, yeah, that's,
Classic. I
it
suppose
is a
at this point.
classic.
1980. That's from.
and we
while
might not
ago
be
now.
playing that much longer. That might be on the list of retirees pretty soon.
Well,
Oh.
we're
Yeah.
going through our list of like we've played every song on the show. We've played every song on the album, all the new ones, and we're slowly going through every cover song we know,
Yeah,
and we're just retiring them. We're gonna. It's gonna be moving forward, all new.
we have some
all
cool
new material.
cool new covers and cool new songs.
We've got
originals.
because I don't know if you know this, but we've got our year anniversary is coming up on September 7th.
And I gotta say, it's impressive that you guys have you missed any weeks?
We
There-
did.
there
Yeah,
actually, yeah,
We just
we
missed
missed
one.
two. We
That
had to
was
miss another one.
fairly recently.
Oh
recently
yeah, we
one.
missed
Yeah,
two out of 52. Two out of
Man.
52.
52. Yeah.
But
That's really good.
Well, thanks.
As someone who has attempted the live stream thing, and I made Danny, we did 7 episodes.
I think from 6 maybe.
oh,
And we got the Halloween episode. in there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
you,
bad.
you guys were putting in some heavy production work.
Yeah.
And I hear your editing load was pretty insane too.
It was about 60 hours of work
Yes,
just on
yes.
me, and then other people. Like, it was combined 100 hours and some. North Shore Live, if you haven't heard of it, look it up on.
And it's
YouTube.
still available. Yeah,
It
Okay.
is.
the episodes that are there are great. I have seen
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Thank you. And director Danny was, behind the helm for all the live stuff, and
And
had a lot of other people involved and stuff. And it was
stuff.
pretty fun.
Wayne was in there. He's a funny man.
Yeah, he
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
My personal favorite moment from the whole show was whenever the spicy food challenge thing.
His
I
reactions
didn't
were
see
great.
any of those.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really good.
I can't remember what they ate, but he was hilarious.
Yeah, it was some sort of hot sauce that had like 1 million Scoville units or something.
What's was?
Speaking of hot sauce and food, Dave's eating the couch here.
Yum.
Are you hungry, bud?
Just having a little bite.
Or have a puff. That'll help your appetite.
Amazing. Amazeballs.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a special day today. Aside from your visit, and I'm sorry I forgot my jacket. I mean, I'm sorry I'm late, guys, but my mom made me wear a jacket, and then she made me do the dishes.
Oh, poor little baby little mommy made it and put to do the big fat dishes. I can't even stay the line because I'm fucking stoned. We were just trying to go into a Sandlot bit that we just fucking.
It's s'more day.
It's National S'more Day right over your head. Do you remember the Sandlot?
I wasn't. No, I do. I remember it. The kid with the curly red hair in the front.
Yeah,
face.
yeah. he never
And
aged.
The dog.
The Beast.
The big.
Squints with the. Oh my God. That was fucking horrible. Talk about forgetting lines. Yeah, Squints with the glasses. You're killing me, Smalls. Remember that whole line?
We don't even have our candles lit. We're not ready for this.
It's S'more
I'm
Day.
a fool for. You know what? We're gonna have a redo. I'm gonna have a do-over. I'll set it up nicely. Set it up properly. Come on now, don't be ridiculous. Because we need to get you to say the thing.
we're
We need
just-
to do the thing.
We're
The
just
great
gonna start- we're
Hambino's
just gonna
line.
start right there. You want a s'more? Anybody want a s'more?
Oh, I'm good actually. Thank you though.
It's National S'more Day, so we're gonna do this.
It's
You want a
National
s'more?
S'more Day? Well,
Yeah.
I might have to have one then.
But I haven't had any. How can I have s'more?
No.
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 You're
You want-
abandoning
you want
ship,
a
eh?
s'more. You want a s'more. No, that was a line.
That was a lie.
This is horrible. This is not going well. Every graham cracker is broken.
I'm just noticing that. Sorry, I am distracted by that. If I'm not getting my lines. I'm blaming it on the busted graham crackers.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Perfect.
And in the show, they're in the movie, they're in the clubhouse. So they light the marshmallows with candles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
We're in the clubhouse right now.
Right.
I'm not sure how your digestive tract is, Dave. So I don't know if you can enjoy these. What happens if you were to eat these with this?
Probably just mash it up in my mouth.
It's like the Cookie
Go into
Monster.
the water.
Exactly.
Just like you did with the mushroom we found in the forest.
Broken. That's going to be for sale on eBay in like maybe 20 years.
So tell me, what is this?
It's s'mores. Everybody knows it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you
I
don't.
was trying to set you up for the other one.
I know.
This is
All
s'more
right,
stuff.
This is s'more stuff, okay? You pay attention. First, you take the graham. Then, you put the chocolate, they keep breaking, the chocolate on the graham.
Right, okay.
Then, and you know what we don't have? A stick to roast the mallow.
Scissors.
Tony's like, what did I get myself into here?
Well, you know, I should have brought some toothpicks. Usually I have them with me.
Oh no, this is great.
Well, you got to roast the mallow.
Yeah, so the next phase will present itself.
Anybody ever roast a marshmallow on a candle? It just turns black.
Oh, gross.
Isn't that awesome?
I think it might be the wax is doing that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's terrible. El terrible.
Humans eat that shit?
Then you roast the mallow.
Oh dear. Is there like wax on that?
No, it's gonna be good. You're the guinea pig here, Mike.
It's gonna be wax on
And then,
I am Jessica laughing at us from afar.
then you stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, gimme.
It's a bit messy, but good.
I'm gonna pretend like I've never had one before, right? Just
And Ed just commented on my shirt. It's funny.
Oh,
He said,
I
"Nice
haven't been paying
shirt."
attention.
And correct me if I'm wrong. It's a Pantera shirt, but are these not the St. Anger fists?
Oh, yes, I believe you're right.
They totally are. That's what you get from Dry Tiger.
Copyright.
Nice.
$9 gets you a Metallica crossover shirt with Pantera.
That's pretty cool, though. I like that. Well, I don't really like Saint Anger, but
No.
I was at a party one time, and a guy tried to sell me Saint Anger for $10, and I said no, and they said $5, and I said no. By the time I was leaving the party, he was begging me to take it and offering me $10 to take the CD home, and I still said no.
Still said no.
Oh, sad.
Bamboo skewers in the drawers, boys.
Well, we use scissors.
I knew that, but we weren't.
Is it
I don't know if
waxy?
you've noticed before, but we don't plan very well.
Yeah, we never really do. I didn't plan for those graham crackers.
It's the
Right.
spontaneity that really brings out the whole comedy.
Well, that's what I get out of life.
Spontaneity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Audit nanny.
We-
I discovered today that I didn't realize that Village of Values was its own separate channel.
On YouTube, yeah. I like it because I can just upload a bunch of previous episodes that have already aired on my Instagram, which is instagram.com/TonyDeCoste.
Say that again louder for the people in the back.
That's instagram.com/TonyDeCoste. And now, usually every 2 weeks I'm putting out episodes now.
Okay.
And I have about 15 episodes already done, but I just started putting them
really?
on. Yes, and I just started putting them on YouTube. And the good thing about YouTube is I just take one day and just upload a bunch of them and schedule it.
Oh, cool.
So actually now there is no way that I'll miss.
See?
a
That's
release.
awesome.
Yeah, and the one that I put out today already has a whopping 2 views.
Oh, I didn't.
Holy
I
schnow!
don't think I've seen today's.
Yeah. Well, you've already seen it. Actually, today's is the episode that I
You brought with you today?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Sweet.
okay.
Now I went and refreshed my memory and watched.
I
Were there
watched
5 episodes on your channel? Anyway.
I believe so. Number 4 is on there now. Actually,
Oh, that's the-
It's the 420 spectacular.
420 Spectacular. Hey, do we want to check it out right now, or do we want to?
I'd say we should just go for it. The Village of Values. If you haven't
Check it
seen
out.
it, you're about to now. This is awesome, folks.
Not a beautiful day in the village, but it's 420 and I had to blur out the entire lineup because everybody was celebrating, smoking big blunts and hitting bongs and stuff. Nah, just kidding. They were being civil and courteous. Kind of boring, actually. Not like this original Xbox. Wow. Talk about getting off to a great start. I was warned by a fellow village regular that they tried plugging it in and that it was all messed up because this light was flashing green and orange, which isn't normal, but that actually just means that the AV cable isn't plugged in. I do feel bad for buying this because I already own an Xbox, but I really want to mod one so I can play Stubbs the Zombie, but I don't want to accidentally brick my own Xbox. I already bought and received a USB to Xbox adapter, and I picked up Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, which contains an exploit you can use to soft mod the console. So I've been on the lookout for a few months now, but the wait is over. All I need now is a compatible thumb drive, and I'm good to go. Okay, back at the village, I noticed this see-through portable radio. It has a cool bluish-green color to it. Otherwise, I would say it's probably from a prison because I guess a lot of their electronics are shelled in clear plastic. Tecmo did a great video on it over on his YouTube channel. But yeah, it's got a hand crank and a solar panel. I was interested, but if I'm gonna get a portable hand crank radio, I'd want it to be a lot smaller than this so it takes up less room in my bagoat bag. Am I saying that right? Bagoat bag? This Kenwood double cassette deck caught my eye because the right deck was open, and that's no good. You don't want dust to get on the playhead. That's a good way to scratch up your cassette tapes, maybe. I mean, music was very fragile back in the day. Ooh, check out this Magnavox VCR DVD combo. I bet if you took one of these back to the mid-90s, people would think that you were some kind of intergalactic hyper-intelligence. They'd surrender their weapons and abandon all their standalone VCR and DVD players. Throw them all on the back of a big truck that would just take them far away. But the prophecy told of a place where all these discarded electronics would end up. Like the Great Garbage Patch in the Pacific Ocean, only instead of a collection of buoyant waste the size of Texas swirling around in the Pacific Ocean, it's this assorted electronics section. Just look at this! Have mercy! And you know how Game of Thrones has a wall in the north? The village has such a wall, but instead of being 700 feet of solid ice that keeps dead from invading the land of the living, it's about 5.5 feet of printers that prevents anything worth buying from entering the village. I think it's a nice laser printer up there, that's pretty cool, but, you know, tracking down the print cartridges, that'd be a real pain to get, okay, well, that would keep you going for quite a while, I guess. Whoa, fax machine fodder, that's pretty crazy, I thought it was a roll of friggin' tinfoil. Here's a nice Samsung SyncMaster. I always keep my eye on the monitors because I'd love to find a good one that has component and composite inputs, ideally in a 4:3 aspect ratio for older console gaming. But I've only ever come across ones with VGA and DVI inputs, so I'll be sticking with my 13-inch Sony Trinitron for the time being. You know what cracks me up to see cell phones for sale here? I like to think that all the other electronics hate them. Like this pink point-and-shoot camera and all his friends here are like, hey cell phone, good job bud. You know, you're the reason why we're all in this situation, making us obsolete and whatnot. Real great, right on. Oh, check this out, it's a, oh frig, ooh, as I was saying, it's a Leapfrog console. Looks to be complete too, but it looks like they gave grandma the price gun again. $25. They sell highly sought-after consoles like N64s for half this price. Oh well, it's probably broken now anyways. Oh, here's that joystick from episode 1, still here taunting me.
You're never gonna build yourself a 486 gaming rig, are you? No, you're just gonna think about it. Never gonna pull that trigger. Well, you're never gonna pull my trigger either there, pal.
And this Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader handheld is still here. I guess no one wants to pay $7 to have a Tiger Electronics version of Jeff Foxworthy to make them feel like an idiot. This is a crazy thing to find here, a detonator. These are used to program satellite receiver cards. I actually knew someone who had one of these back in the day. We were at their house watching a UFC event, and about halfway through the signal cut out, and they had to like run upstairs to reprogram the card because they had probably not this exact same one or this same model. It was something like it anyways. Anyway, pretty useless now, but hey, it's still fun to see it here. And you gotta love this, an internet modem packaged with a 6-outlet expander thingy. This is like the village version of selling boring cereal with a free toy inside. Nobody wants the modem, but they gotta get rid of all this boring cereal somehow, so why not put it in with something that's actually useful, you know? Pretty smart, actually. I gotta get my beach bod ready in time for summer, and no better way to do that than with a shake weight. Remember when memes were on television? Remember television? Couple bowling balls right here beside it. Ooh, damn, this is getting a little too phallic. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of these weights and move on. You know what? I don't need these anyway. Nobody needs big muscles when they've got fabulous hair. And look at this, an entire section of hair care devices. And damn, look how much there is in such a small space. This is pretty impressive. You got blow dryers, curlers, crimpers, flat irons, straight irons. And you know, I was tempted to buy a straightener for my beard, but then I realized I already bought one, and it does nothing. I should have picked up a flat iron, though. This was shot on 420 after all, and you can use them to make rosin, which is a cannabis concentrate of the best kind. No crazy chemicals added. Only, you know, some residual hair product. And just as I was going to leave this section, I had to stop and check to make sure that this brown hair dryer wasn't actually made out of chocolate. That'd be a terrible idea. It would just spray melted chocolate all over your head, unless that's the look you're going for. Check out these quote-unquote bath accessories. They look a little more like quote-unquote vibrating massagers to me. And look at this one over here. Good lord, it looks like it was chewed up by a dog. That is gross. I think I should put some distance between myself and this perversion. Ah yes, how about some nice wholesome vinyl records to quell the stirring in our loins? Because nothing kills a boner faster than boring records. See, this guy agrees. This is the first time I've flipped through the records here in about 2.5 years. I gave up early on. They've never had anything I've even been remotely interested in. Besides, I'm over record collecting. I've picked up a few hundred over my thrifting career, but now that other people want them, I'm not interested. That probably makes me a proto-hipster, but I don't care. I'm all about the CDs these days. Alright, well, this Xbox is getting pretty darn heavy, so we better get moving, but before we can leave, we gotta check in on the glass display case. And check this out, they had a really clever idea. They thought, maybe if we put something even more useless and outdated besides these sports titles, someone will actually buy them. Alright, now that we're back home, we can plug in an AV cable and see if I wasted my money on this Xbox. Worst case scenario, I could always just use it for some parts or whatever, but no need for that. Check it out, solid green. So you know we're good to go. I can't keep this powered on for too long before I remove something on the inside first, but I gotta see if the previous owner has any hilariously early 2000s music on it like my last Xbox. So I turned on the television, and then this happened. What? 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 It's already modded. I bought this to mod it and it's already mod. What? 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. This is awesome. Okay. Holy crap. Clearly I am beyond words. I still can't believe this happened. I feel like I somehow tapped into the universal unconscious stream of destiny and I created a path for this Xbox and transported it from where it was to right here in front of me. It's like an honest-to-goodness 420 miracle. Huh, wonder if I can do that again. I know what I'd wish for. No, well that was easy. I guess that means lockdown's over. So if you need me, you'll know where I'll be. At the Village of Values.
How was that?
Outstanding.
Pretty timely with that COVID joke.
Oh.
That episode was created during the lockdown that we had in. I can't remember. It was the last lockdown that we had.
Yeah,
So
time runs together.
yeah,
Time is warping.
it was right after 420 though,
Wizzily.
because that was actually on 420.
That's right up. That's our day.
Yep. Whenever I saw the lineup, I was tempted to leave and go to the liquor store, which is right around the block,
Yeah.
and maybe pick up something there. Actually,
They share a parking lot.
the only part of the whole process with that show that I'm not high for is when I'm actually in the Village of Values, because I already feel awkward enough. I wouldn't want to be high because I feel like everyone's.
Yeah, how does that feel?
Yeah, I'm trying to like fly under the radar and stuff like that the whole time I'm there, but it's kind of
With
hard.
the hand drum, there was the one. There was one where you picked up that little, the little hand drum, and it was way louder than you expected.
Those things are pretty efficient, man. I mean,
Oh,
for
yeah.
like a little toy, you know, I didn't expect it to be that loud.
I bought those little same type of drums for my niece and nephew, and my sister was so mad because they are freakishly loud and unexpectedly loud, like you said.
Yeah, that's a jerk present.
Yeah, well, that is,
Kinda
yeah.
funny, though.
It wasn't. I didn't mean it to be a jerk present.
Yeah.
I like drums.
Well, speaking
But-
of the Village, I did pick up. I thought there was a chance we were going to play some Genesis games tonight. I don't think we are anymore,
no.
but I still.
Oh, we can return to that.
We can play.
That's right. And speaking of sports titles, this is a
this out.
copy of Sports Talk Baseball for the Sega Genesis.
I actually have a Genesis.
Nice.
And a controller. We could play this.
It was
yeah.
it was $3.99. Oh, it was $3.99 at the Village of Values, or $5 at the place that was. So you'll be the fourth person that owned this.
That's fucking awesome, man.
That
Thanks,
game's
Tony.
that game's kind of unique because it has terrible graphics and you can not really make out what they're saying. So,
That's what was going to be my next point. I love your talking points in all your videos. How much detail you go into every product is fucking amazing.
if I see something at the Village and I think I don't have anything funny or interesting to say about it now, but I think I probably will
Later,
someday.
yeah.
So I'll get a clip of it. But sometimes, like, there was some of my favorite jokes I came up with on the spot, and then I'm like, I don't even want to shoot anymore. I want to run home, or at least write it down or get it in my phone before I forget, because, well, the whole, I forgetful sometimes. But
Everybody.
we have fun.
Everybody's in there. Not only is this guy filming everything, now he's taking out binders out of his backpack and taking notes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the whole concept of the show is awesome. Like the name, the Village of Values, and just I was so stoked. Everybody loves thrift. Who doesn't love a little thrifting?
Thrifting's fantastic because if you want to unless it's like a PS5, if you want to buy something, you can just go to a store or go online and buy it, and it's going to be there. It's like I was big on collecting vinyl before it became like all the rage because I'm cheap and I'm into buying things for like $2 or $3, but now they're charging way more than that now, so I'm not into it. But so I always wanted Deep Purple's Machine Head, and people say, dude, just go to eBay or just get it on Amazon or like anywhere. I'm like, no, man, but it's like the excitement of finding it in person, and I finally did after years. I found it someplace in Truro. They wanted $20 for it, but I was like, you know what?
Of course, yeah.
It's a classic, and I don't.
It's the moment you were waiting for.
Hell yeah.
Was it everything you hoped it would be when you set the needle down?
It was everything that I remembered from hearing the album hundreds of times in the past. But no, it was great. It was the vinyl copy. It was pristine.
Let's talk about how great Deep Purple is for a second. My favorite Deep Purple album, I like Burn.
Burn's great.
I don't know what it is about that album. I think I covered Coverdale's vocalist on that one from Whitesnake. Is it? Yeah. And I always wanted to. I brought it up to Gavin Scott a couple times, and I'd still like to do it. The song "Mistreated." Okay. He's like the guy. Like I could see Gavin just doing the best cover in the world of that song.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And the song "Burn" is great.
Oh yeah, that's a ripper. And Sail Away, the bass line.
By Styx?
No, Sail Away by Deep Purple. It's on Burn as well. Or not Sail Away. Shit.
God damn it!
God damn it! It's a similar name. It's got a fucking mean bass line in it. No.
Sail away.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh well, I'll remember it some other time.
There was a question during the episode about my shirt, and yes,
oh yeah,
I do actually have a cat.
Indeed, there
on
are
my
cats
shirt.
on the shirt.
So
there is a cat.
There it is
A singular cat.
a singular cat, and he's walking away from an explosion, and it says "deal with it" on it. Because I'm classy like that.
Nice.
I bought about $300 worth of cat shirts while I hosted a show called Swap Shop on a TV station that I shouldn't mention. Speaking of getting high and being on TV.
I don't have a cat shirt, but I have a shirt with cat shit on it.
Yum.
It's in the pile, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, I wear it too.
Child in Time, their best song.
I wear it to rock
Look
it.
at that.
Nice.
So,
funny, I saw a comment from Glenn Jackson earlier that said it reminded him of old Carson with just the gifts for the guests and the whole thing. It reminded me that my buddy Dave said it reminded him of like early Letterman where the guests were like a real live private detective and things like that. That's funny. I like the old talk show references. I'm glad that's coming across.
Oh man, it reminded me of. Anybody ever watch the show Yes Dear? It was a sitcom.
I know the name, but I can't
Jimmy
think
Hughes.
of...
But he was going through bucket list stuff, and one of his bucket list items was to host a TV show. So like they rented like the gymnasium at the high school type thing, and interviewed the janitor and talked about just had to clean up whatever in his like, special sand mix.
Amazing.
It was like,
For vomit.
yeah, exactly, sawdust or whatever. But yeah, that was one of the bucket list things.
When I was in high school, there was this. I always heard the same name. I don't want to say it, but I always heard the same name being called. Like, could Dave so and so please come to the office? I'm like, man, that Dave so and so, he must be the baddest kid in school. And someone's like, that's actually the janitor.
The man with all the keys.
Yeah, that's right. He has all the power. The keys.
Hey, you've got more funny stuff for us. You brought all sorts of funny stuff. You're a funny guy. You make funny things. We like it.
Thank you. Well, it was actually Nihilist Dave brought up I used to like to put my head on people for some reason.
Oh, the green screen.
The green screen. I bought a green turtleneck on Amazon, and because you just put on a green turtleneck and then put a green screen behind you, and then you key them out, and it's just your head sitting there floating.
Amazing.
Mind blown.
That's wicked.
That's
exactly.
Is that behind the scenes?
I should put out something. Actually, it would just be me cursing and swearing for messing up lines and stuff like that, which is usually what it goes down behind the scenes. I want to do that stuff. But, but yeah, we got I think three clips that we're gonna play here, and I hope everybody enjoys them. So here we go.
I can't believe how much they want for armor these days. It's a good thing we live in times of peace.
Uncle? Father?
Dude, what the hell? You said you were going to bring a pizza.
Sorry to disappoint you.
I was really looking forward to it. Skip lunch and everything.
Kind of you to go to war for me.
No. We're going to have to call and order a pizza now. It'd be nice if there was some Pepsi left when they showed up. All right, well, I'll call it in and I'll pay for it, but you got to go to the door when they get here.
Maybe.
And maybe you won't get any pizza. Oh, holy frig, boys, calm down. It was just a little bit of hash oil.
Your pardon, my lords.
We caught this fella smoking some dope out back at Dougie McLeod's tent.
How high did you get?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really feel too much at first, but it's hitting me like a ton of bricks now that I'm in here and everybody's staring at me.
Tell Lord Tywin.
I am not going to stick my tongue in the man's ear.
Funny and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Funny, man.
That's fucking
friggin'
amazing.
hilarious.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
You were about to tell us a story about it was a cat shirt that wasn't there?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
The green screen.
Yeah, you
shirt.
just told us how you did that.
Yes.
Let's share that. That's amazing.
Now, when I mentioned earlier that while I was hosting Swap Shop on a certain television station, I don't want to say the name. It's West
It's
Link.
not important.
Anyway, yeah, not important.
Oh, such a mess.
It's a really important one. Who had the show? Tony had the show.
Who buried that show and put it into the ground? Tony did. It was on for like 11 years, and then I started hosting, and they're like, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. It's a little weird.
It was on the way out. You're too cool for
Oh
it.
yeah, well, look, man,
Fucking way
it's
she
like,
goes, bud.
people go to Kijiji when they want that stuff. So
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
went to the mall and spent about $300 on cat shirts so I could have a different cat shirt every single episode. And then after the show was canned, I was like, what am I going to do with all these cat shirts? And one of them was green. I was like, I wonder if I put this on and stood in front of a green screen, would my head just kind of just be floating there? And it worked. But you could still see a lot of my neck, though. So then I went to Amazon and I bought a green turtleneck. And I put that on. And then sat in front of a green screen, and I was like, okay, now I need to think of like a funny show that I can put myself into. And a lot of people were recommending like comedies and stuff like, but that's
It's already comedy.
It's already funny, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
I can't make something funny.
What are you gonna punch up their jokes?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm really big. I love Game of Thrones, the books at least, and the first 4 or so seasons.
Yeah.
And then and I thought, well, maybe there might be some comedy in here. So I started like getting way too high to be anywhere other than laying in bed. And then I watched the episodes, and then ideas just started rolling in, and then I started doing all that stuff. So yeah, it's
Amazing.
a lot of
See?
fun can be had.
Now I got to go down a Game of Thrones rabbit hole. I've got a few of the books upstairs. I think I'll have to
I've,
get
Next
into
one's
them.
coming out. later
Oh,
this year,
really?
hopefully.
I'm guilty as charged. I've never actually watched or read any of it. It's crazy. I have no good reason for not watching it, but it's one of those things I'm gonna have to check out. I like your version.
Yeah, right.
It's
Holy jeez, boys, it's only a little hatch oil.
people always told me like, dude, you gotta watch it, man. It has dragons. You'd love it. I'm like, you don't know me at all.
I will say that I have seen the final, or at least the second last episode, and I think I watched it over at Mike Hatfield's, if I'm remembering correctly, and it was awesome. I have seen first season, maybe most of it. But yeah,
It's pretty
I gotta
depressing.
catch up.
That first season, it's just like a bunch of bad things happen to a bunch of good people.
Well, yeah, like they kind
Awful.
of it was like it was a thing to do then. I think in television then, where they were just they set you up and then they kill all major characters.
Breaking
like that.
Bad,
Yeah.
that show, and it became a very, very big thing. And
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Me too.
Kind of like it whenever good people die.
No, well, I say, well, it makes the tension real.
It does,
Then,
yeah.
The stakes are high. Like,
Well, it's like The Walking Dead kind of became a joke because it's like, oh, scary zombies. I bet no one's going to actually die because it's not the season finale.
Exactly.
And,
yeah,
you
yeah.
Yeah.
oh, well.
I say kill them
I still have walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Wick 3 style, right? I heard you watch
Fuck
that
yeah.
recently.
John Wick is my god.
Uh,
I worship him.
Edgelord Dave.
Pray to him at night.
Pray to Lord Wick. Lord Wick. This s'more is like you said. It was pretty good, but I'm not satisfied. I don't think it was.
Have another one. I mean, they're not. It's not ideal.
They're.
The candle is not as good as I hoped it would be.
I found out you can use scissors as a double roaster, though. That's kind of genius. Not at all. I can't stop looking at this game. I'm a big fan of baseball.
Yeah, we're gonna have
like
to play that.
Baseball is like my favorite sport anyway. Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball for Super Nintendo is the greatest baseball game ever made.
Did you have a speak and spell growing up?
A speaking spell?
Speaking spell.
No.
Yeah, you're too young. That's what the voices on that sounds like. The speaking spell. They're not good, but it's a piece of history, man.
That's really what it is. I don't expect this. Let's be honest. I don't expect this game to be great at all. Playability, soundtrack, voices, nothing. But am I going to enjoy playing it? Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
even if it doesn't work, it's fun to have the old cartridge.
It'll
Oh,
work.
yeah.
Oh,
I've
absolutely.
got a
It's just
couple
a shelf
old
piece.
Atari cartridges. I'm pretty sure they don't. Oh, maybe they do. I don't know.
It's fun stuff, man.
The only other
fun
game
stuff.
I have for
Good fun
Sega right now is NHL '94, and
Ooh, that's a classic.
since we talked about this off air earlier, but this was a thrift find of mine lately, and it's a little EA Sports plug into your TV type of game, and all it has on it is NHL '95 and NFL Madden '95. And both are horrible, but I'm glad to have it. It cost me $2. It was still in the package, and the batteries were included.
Man, Glenn's gonna be upset when he hears that you paid that much and got an extra game because I think that he paid $15 for Madden 95.
Oh,
Madden
really?
94, 95.
Which console?
no.
Yeah. Okay.
Which console was that on?
Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah,
See,
he relieved us because it was in the glass display case at the village for since before the show even started. So it was in there for probably half a year. They wanted $15.
there's been some good ones. Turtles in Time was in there.
That caught my eye. What was it?
Which
price
is-
on that
what
one?
was that?
$69 or $75?
It was pretty
It
expensive.
was very
But that's a great game. Like
It's
that's
fantastic.
It's like one of the probably one of the best games.
Oh yeah, for the Super as far as beat 'em ups go for the Super Nintendo,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
one of the best.
I definitely agree with that. But
I want to mention though, I do appreciate the offer for some Tokes, but in high school, I'm a lightweight. For someone who smokes daily, I'm a complete lightweight. My nickname in high school was Tony the One Toke Wonder, and every time they called me that, I would correct them and say I had to.
hey, and that's like everybody's kind of secretly jealous of that guy anyway. Like
They should be.
they should
They
be
should be.
because you don't want to be that guy that just a bunch of joints get stoned. The guy that gets stoned off one hoot.
Well, I have a friend who. Ooh, so nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we covered that before.
I have a friend who, he's a medicinal user, and he smokes $1,600 or so, $1,200 to $1,600 a month. And if Of course, has to go to the black market because he couldn't afford it. If he was to buy the same amount of pot from the NSLC, we did the math. It would be over $6,000 a month.
Oh my God.
Ooh-wee.
That is a serious highway robbery going on with those folks.
Hell yeah.
And the packaging. Let's do something about that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like it's unreal. Yeah, I refuse to support that.
I won't.
I
I won't do it.
Jeez
Well,
Louise.
fuck, man. This has been fun.
I have one more question for Mr. Tony though. When I brought that in,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
must have a favorite thrifting item that you've ever come across. What's the best thrifting item you've ever found?
Man, I got it. Oh, that's a tough question.
Even if you could top three it.
Well, definitely one of the top threes is you saw that in the episode that we just played. It was the
microphone.
No, the
Or
Xbox.
what was it? Oh yeah.
That's got a good story.
I was excited to find an Xbox because I already had an Xbox, but it was one of the last revisions, and I saw this other Xbox, and someone warned me saying it doesn't work, and I knew that it just didn't have the AV cable, and it's all explained in the episode. But
Yeah.
I take it home, and I bought it so I could mod it. And I take it home, it was already modded, so that saved me a lot of time. Now it's filled with a bunch of awesome games
What are the
that
odds?
would have been, about $200 if I bought them on eBay. That was one of my favorites, and probably after that it would have been, the Wii U, that from one of the more recent episodes. It was the first episode after lockdown. Went in, they had a Wii U, and they had a 2014 model Mac iMac for $25.
What?
And I tried to get the both, but those iMacs are pretty friggin' heavy, man. So I had to leave one behind. I didn't want to be greedy.
Oh man. See,
Pardon me.
I gotta go in there. I haven't been there in a while, but the last couple times I've been in, and usually when I go, I just go straight to the VHS section because I have a kind of a little problem there.
Oh, they have a pretty good section.
They have a great section.
They do.
It's hard to find, like, horror movies don't last very long at all.
No,
You have to get there right when they
I've
put out
never
on the
seen
show.
horror movies on the
I
show.
found a couple. I found Near Dark there. That's a really good one. It's like one of those body horror ones. I don't know if you know what body horror is. It's like any movie like the
Oh, there's maybe shit growing out. Like what's the
I'm trying to think of.
Oh my god!
I'm
Like
just
scanners, that kind of thing. Or
Yeah,
the-
exactly. That's a great
Yeah.
example. Yeah. I'm trying to think of this movie, The Stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Stuff.
yeah.
that's a-
There's
that's
a
a
great
great
song.
one.
That's a really
too,
good
for
one.
That. I remember the commercial in the.
Yes, The Stuff. That's an excellent movie, man.
That's a great movie.
Hilarious.
It's
That's
like I didn't expect it to be that good because it started at the first. It's cheesy as
It
hell.
is cheesy
but then
and
it gets
low
incredibly
quality,
good.
but it's really good. Yeah, they had a creative team and
Stuff.
all the special, the practical effects and stuff like that, and just
Yeah.
the things they were able to make. It's
And
really cool.
And it's International S'mores Day. We got the marshmallows here, and that's what it looks like.
When they
liquid
do,
marshmallows.
they just turn black over the candle.
Glenn, Tony's thinking of his third most favorite thrift.
I'm trying to, but I'm gonna have to just. Maybe I'll go with. You know what? My third favorite thrift was the one that got away because Glenn Jackson bought it. Freaking PS1 with 2 controllers, all the AVs, everything for like $40. And again, I've been looking for one. I already have one, but I don't want to try to mod my childhood PS1. And by childhood, I was like 20 years old. Because I'm that old. But thanks, Glenn, for sending me pictures and rubbing it in. That was great.
It's first come, first serve at the
It
Village
is.
of Values.
It
Way
is.
she
It was a
goes,
fair
man.
play. It was a fair play. No foul. And I did enjoy the
foul.
pictures, actually. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, that's awesome.
We're all overdue. I'm overdue for some good finds, I think.
Yeah, you got to go first thing in the morning.
Yeah, is there a specific time of day when they
What is
put
it,
their
10?
stock out?
So they don't open until 11 o'clock, but I believe that they probably show up for work around like 8 or 9. And so if you get there first, that's whenever the good stuff is there. But you
All
snooze,
right.
you lose. Early bird gets that thrifting word.
Oh, you heard it from the man himself. Oh, it's
It's in the museum.
Ah,
I love it. We gotta go visit Glenn and play some games.
yeah, Glenn does have quite a museum of gaming history, I believe.
It's great.
It is great. Video games. We're gonna have another video game episode soon. We were
Yeah.
gonna maybe dabble with that tonight, but we dropped the ball. But I feel like we
Well,
might.
with s'mores. S'mores were
Yeah,
good
S'mores
too.
kind of took over.
And
They're more important.
and also we had some sweet videos.
They were great. So don't forget to go and what was that link again?
That's Tony or Instagram.com/Tony DeCoste.
Watch the Village Values and watch all those hilarious dub over I don't know what you call. What do you call those?
Head on things.
Head on things. watch all the head on things.
Yeah. The head on things is between the Village of Values and cat pictures in my feed. You just got to scroll for a little bit.
Cat pictures is a whole other world.
There's about 6,000 of them.
Yes.
Tell your friends.
He's not Tony the cat guy for no reason.
Well,
That's right.
there we go.
Like and subscribe and all that stuff.
Yes.
Pass it around. Tell your friends. This is fun.
If you want, it would be appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
It's been Toke Tuesday. Thanks for coming, Tony.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We're big fans of everything you do. Always have been.
And likewise.
Awesome.
Thanks, Nihilist Dave, for hanging out again. Thanks, Danny. Thanks for everyone out of TV land. Shoot.
Shoot.
We'll see you next time.
We do this right like 64% of the time.